one of the sort of underlying themes, even though it's not in the headlines there, is in terms of digital assets, this is sort of an inflection point where, in many ways, the adults are coming back into the room.
Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video, we're going to be jumping into institutional grade DeFi, a new system that is being built out behind the scenes, proving to you all that in today's video breakdown, there are digital assets that you can go into detail and look for to see which financial institutions are interested in which digital assets and make connections. So in today's video breakdown, I'm going to show you all how a digital asset that I'm heavily paying attention to, which is a digital asset that is predominantly known in the DeFi ecosystem, one that you can go and provide via liquidity pools and earn, rewards on, is for a fact to some degree being noticed by these organizations that are integrated with regulated entities. Okay, so if that interests you, again, stick around for the entirety of this video breakdown, constantly showing people that DeFi is not a scam. It is the new wave, and it is here to stay, and these financial institutions for a fact are interested.
There's something about a public blockchain that is, ever persistent, highly redundant, always available, where you can, at any point in time, through a DeFi pool, get a price for some asset. That's very interesting.
We're going to be playing video clips from systemically important individuals, and we're going to be reading documents from large financial institutions. So we're going to full circle back to this. Registered with the FCA, CBI, and the CSSF on Zodia Custody's webpage. So we're going to start here. This is a video clip, and I want you to pay attention to the dates, because here at CYPRX, we're always trying to give you guys a edge in the market, right? The feed of information that we get and that we have here at CYPRX from our global research team is so much faster than what the retail herd gets. So I was telling you all over a month ago, pretty much on June 5th, because today, as of time of recording, is the 29th of June. So roughly about a couple days ago, right? Almost 3 weeks ago, institutions will need access to DeFi. DeFi is the new wave, and so many people are sleeping on allowing their digital assets to work for them simply because they don't understand the new opportunities readily available. Listen to this individual representative from Copper that I posted to you guys on June 5th, almost a month ago, tell you how institutions are going to need DeFi. Take a second and listen.
Or HSM to further provide custody service for their clients. But then what's next, right? I mentioned about, okay, well, we're very focused on institutional investors. What are we going to create for institutional investors? They'll need access to exchanges. They'll need to access to OTC liquidity. They need staking. They need DeFi. They need staking. They need DeFi. All these things are really necessary. So we built all these products inside Copper so that clients can access these things without having to move assets frequently.
Right. Moving forward. Now, what just came out almost a month later, June 26, 2024, Copper and Soy partner to build out full institutional accessibility. Copper, a leader in digital asset custody, collateral management, and prime services, is excited to announce its latest integration with Soy, a high-performance Layer 1 blockchain and smart contract platform. Why do you all think that is, right? Again, just go look into what Soy is. And just a couple of months ago, you can see here, April 30th, 2024, what also happened. Google Cloud announces partnership with Solana rival Soy for the better AI security and scalability capabilities. The cloud division of one of the biggest companies in tech is teaming up with blockchain project Soy. Okay, so this just recently happened. We're going to come back to this. This is important. Pay attention to Copper and Soy partnering. Remember how I mentioned this is how you can tell which projects are going to survive long term, because these individuals right here are, again, partnering with registered platforms via financial institutions and regulators, okay? And they're partnering with Soy. Now, if you don't know what Soy is, go and look at their DeFi ecosystem. You can see as of right now on the Soy network, there is $592 million in TVL locked. And the reason why I think that people, again, not financial advice, should be paying attention, why I am paying attention, is because even if you just go look at the charts, Soy was a top performer in 2024, where you can see at the beginning, January 1st, 2024, up until its peak, it ran roughly about 146%. And since that has declined all the way back down to its 2024 lows. Do you all see that? That is a significant opportunity, in my personal opinion, considering what I'm about to show you, that individual representatives like Copper are partnering with Soy. Google is partnering with Soy. This is not dead, people. And again, in today's video breakdown, I'm going to prove that for you all. Do not sleep on projects like this because, again, you don't understand or you might not understand the DeFi ecosystem and what is about to happen. So just to show you guys, one of the most systemically important individuals, again, the general manager of the BIS, telling you all, this is not coming from me so that way you don't think I'm just waking up in the morning and making this stuff up. No, this is the BIS general manager openly telling the world that in this new financial system, you will be your own bank. And through DeFi, through being a liquidity provider or lending or staking in DeFi, in that DeFi niche right now, you can be your own bank. Take a second and listen to the BIS general manager tell it to you.
But let me provide a broad overview. The Internet is a vision of multiple financial ecosystems that connect with each other, much like the Internet. It aims to empower individuals and businesses by placing them at the center of their financial lives.
Boom. He said, we aim to empower individuals and businesses by placing them at the center of their financial lives. Okay. So through the utilization of DeFi, you can do that. Now, another reputable individual in the blockchain community and in the regulated industry is Loretta Joseph. And if we scroll down here to her Twitter profile, she went on to repost one of, in my personal opinion, the most important messages that person could ever listen to. Take a second and listen.
Solve them, but like the internet, and I know this. My mentor is Bob Kahn. I don't know how many of you know Bob Kahn. Does anyone know Bob Kahn?
No, that's not.
It's very sad. Bob Robert Kahn, he built the internet. He wrote the transmission control protocol, the internet protocol. His wife was a lawyer. And without his wife, Patrice, we would not have the internet as it stands to stay. He's been my mentor for 10 years at Open Systems. So I have an argument with any government that wants to say that I don't understand how open systems work, because I do. And he has big problems with this, interoperability and scalability. He still says big problems with blockchain. And he's the man that built an open system. So we can't argue with that. But what I do see, and where my positivity now comes, I work across the emerging world. Now, what we've seen in the last 2 years, when I was writing laws in 2017, 2018 around ICOs, Bitcoin, blockchain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, nobody cared. Nobody really cared. Move to 2024. I've got to worry about DeFi. I need to worry about smart contracts, audits of smart contracts, the metaverse. Things like Web3 is now allowed entrepreneurs across the emerging world. Do I really, really care what Bitcoin price does? Well, vote a lot of it, yes, but it's still a speculative asset and it's very volatile. So take that out of the equation for a minute. But the emerging world where you don't have access to a banking system, and I work in Nigeria, Kenya, Botswana, 97% of people don't have access to financial inclusion. We in Australia have 98%, Canada, the rest of the world. You flip that on the head. All of a sudden you give people a smart device, a stable coin, a wallet. You can create, with Web3, move value. We can transfer value and assets like we've never seen in history. And that is the killer app. And you will see the development of that in the next 6 months in the emerging world like we've never seen anything.
Again, she mentions that this opportunity is massive, that history is being made. She talks about DeFi. She talks about everybody having access to this new internet financial system that they are building out through a mobile connection. That is absolutely massive. Most likely you listening to this are either listening to it on a mobile device or have one in your pocket right now. That means you can send transactions to and from any single person in a matter of seconds all around the world, just like you can send information all around the world, yet the vast amount of individuals have no idea that this is actually possible.
A possibility, or is it a pipe dream?
It's a reality. It's. I think we've proved it with our model law. We took the initiative. Everybody told me 5 years ago that I could not do this, that there was no way that, and some countries still tell me that there was no way that we could put out a law that could be adopted by so many people. We went for it, I think, because I'm not a lawyer. Maybe that's why I'm an economist. I don't do protocol very well, and I'm not a lawyer. I run businesses. I've run 3 global banks. So business opportunities to me are always very, very important. And we put together something that I think the world will follow, and it's happening. It's happening as we speak. As Professor Louis said, we've got countries that are adopting our law in the Commonwealth. We've got the bigger countries that argued against us that this was not possible, are now saying they're going to be implementing legislation in the next 3 months. So it's a reality. So this is how I actually got into blockchain. In my previous life as a derivatives trader, my biggest bugbear was was not trading an asset, it was clearing and settlement of the asset. So in 2012, when I looked at blockchain, I didn't look at it through a Bitcoin lens. I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, if I could atomically settle an asset instantaneously that revolutionises financial markets. So I naively took on a stock exchange in Australia who had a piece of clearing and settlement software called CHESS, the ASX, in the Corporations Act. And I said to the Australian government, laws need to be technology agnostic. You can't have a piece of software in a Corporations Act. And I said to the finance minister, please take that out. And he said, no, I'm not. And I said, you will, because I'll get regulatory relief from the regulator. And we did. And that was the day I got into policy. So atomically swapping assets brings efficiency, so many attributes that help the financial sector, but now goes beyond it. So I think, for me, this is where I saw the atomic settlement of Bitcoin being so incredibly powerful in transactions as we move into the new financial world. Being so incredibly powerful in transactions as we move into the new financial world.
So with that in mind, again, resulting back to copper, we're going to get into some interesting institutional documents. So here's their website. And what I find interesting is this came out in pretty much the middle of last year, 2023. Zodia Custody to integrate Copper's clear loop. Again, Copper just did what? They just partnered with Soy. Again, whom is a massive, in my personal opinion, $592 million in TVL locked project in the DeFi ecosystem, okay? And they just partnered with Copper. Now, would you believe me if I told you that, again, these financial institutions are for a fact interested in DeFi? Let me show you. So I remember this article from December 2023. Standard Chartered backed Zodia Custody. I remember that. This has something to do with Ripple, but I was like, I'm pretty sure Zodia Custody is backed by Standard Chartered. So they are for a fact. You can see right here going down on their website, okay? Zodia Custody is exceptional because we see the world as our clients do, owned by Standard Chartered, Northern Trust, and SBI. Then if you come over here, what I find interesting is that they are registered with the FCA, CBI, and the CSSF. If you don't know what those 3 to 4 letter agencies are, they are regulators. You can see right here, Financial Conduct Authority. Over here, we got the Confederation of the British Industry. And then the last but not least, we have the Commission de Surveillance de Sector of Finance, right? So hold on. Let me just run that back for you real quick. Make it make sense. Tell me that Soy is not a project that people should be interested in because, again, we got Zodia Custody, whom we know is registered with the FCA, the CBI. Zodia Custody did what? They partnered with Copper. What did Copper just do? Copper just partnered with Soy. Why would Copper, whom is partnered with Zodia Custody, whom is backed by Standard Chartered and registered with all of these regulators, why would they partner with a network like Soy if it wasn't going to do or be something in the future in this new financial system where people are going to be able to be their own banks? Are you all seeing what I'm seeing right now? Okay, please make it make sense. The connections are there. It's just that these daily huddle platforms aren't going to connect the dots for you. So let me blow your mind even further. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to go out there and buy the digital asset Soy, but it is at a very interesting discounted price. And in my personal opinion, via these interconnected webs, it is going to be one of the players that survives the regulatory purge. Is it going to perform well in the future? That I do not know. But through these interconnected webs, I am assuming, based off of the fact that Copper is partnered with a platform like Zodia Custody that is registered via these financial institutional regulators, right? They're most likely going to be one of the players that survives, okay? Now, let's read a document from Standard Chartered just to confirm that these financial institutions, to some degree, are talking about and conversing about in their documents DeFi, okay? DeFi is about to be a new wave and regulations are coming in 2024 and financial institutions are 110% interested. So here is proof. This is a PDF, shout out to the CYPRX researchers, labeled Real World Asset Tokenization, a game changer for global trade. Where have we heard this 3-word terminology before? A game changer.
Half a dozen or even a dozen ETFs. In Bitcoin. Hong Kong is apparently moving forward with ETFs both for Ethereum and Bitcoin. It changes the game when you see people have the opportunity to participate in this asset in a form like ETFs that they're used to using.
Right? Okay, Standard Charter. I hope you all are tapped in. Going down here and just typing in DeFi, hitting Command F on this PDF, we can see DeFi types up 10 times. So let's just take a look and see in this PDF what Standard Charter had to say about DeFi. It says right here, the introduction of blockchain tech was the game changer. It is revolutionizing the financial markets. What was once unthinkable is becoming a reality, and tokenization has emerged as a crucial element in expanding digital asset markets and transforming them from the niche and experimental phase to a widely accepted and mainstream phase. These tokens, essentially digital certificates of ownership, enable operational efficiency and automation, but perhaps the most revolutionary, again, I repeat, the most revolutionary aspect is the enhanced access to the new asset classes and improved financial market infrastructure, opening doors, again, opening doors to innovative applications and decentralized finance, i.e. DeFi. Boom, it says right there, okay? You can't make this up. This is again coming from Standard Charter, whom I just showed you in some way, shape, or form, connected to Zodia Custody. Zodia Custody connected to Copper. Copper connected to what? Soy Network. Soy Network in the DeFi space. And I just showed you guys how discounted the price is. I don't know how people don't see it. Okay. So let's continue. So right here it goes on to talk about Project Guardian. Again, I just showed you a video clip of Augustin Carstens, the BIS general manager, talking about how everybody's going to be their own bank in the future, right? Well, look at this. At the heart of Project Guardian, laying a bold vision to explore how blockchain networks can help to advance the development of safer and more efficient financial networks. A collaboration between the Monetary Authority of Singapore and industry leaders, participating institutions conducted market case studies to design the blueprints for the future market infrastructure that leverages the innovation potential of blockchain and DeFi. Do you all see that right there? Okay. They are literally designing right now the blueprints for this future financial market infrastructure.
Been so incredibly powerful in transactions as we move into the new financial world.
And again, it's going to incorporate DeFi. Last but not least, it says right here, tokenization efforts are currently in a nascent and fragmented state. Urgently requires industry-wide collaboration to address these key. Okay, let's start that all over. Tokenization efforts are currently in a nascent and fragmented state, urgently requiring industry-wide collaboration to address these key issues by blending the robustness of traditional finance, TradFi, with the innovation and agility of DeFi. Again, blending TradFi and DeFi. These financial institutions are 110% interested. After this video breakdown, I don't know how anybody could deny that or be blind to what's happening. Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. Wonderful and amazing research, as always, showing you guys devils in the details. These financial institutions tell you guys this stuff in their documents, but nobody's going to sit there and read a document like this, right? Pages of boring statistics and fundamentals that nobody really cares about, right? But here at CYPRX, again, we pay attention to detail. We showed you all over a month ago, before the mainstream media covered this fundamental piece right here, where they told you guys that Copper partnered with the Soy Network. We told you all this over a month ago, that financial institutions will need access to DeFi. Many blessings to you guys. Stay tapped in, be cognizant, be aware out there. Always make sure you all are doing your research, be productive. Don't be stagnant. Now is not the time to be stagnant. Now is the time to be doing research. Now is the time to be educating yourself in the DeFi niche inside of the Web3 and crypto ecosystem. As always, many blessings, and I'll see you guys in the next video breakdown.